What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. In this video, we're going to go over the new information about what's going on with the second stimulus check, the unemployment extension, and what might be delaying the negotiations, which is going to be surprising to you. It's a little bit of a turn of events, and we're going to go over all that right now. So let's talk about a little bit of a surprising turn of events regarding the second stimulus check and the second stimulus package that they're trying to pass right now. So, if you guys remember, the Democrats passed the HEROES bill about 3 months ago that included $1,200 check, unemployment extension, and all sorts of things in that bill. It was like a $3 trillion bill. And the Republicans were the ones that have been holding us up. They've been holding us up for months. If it weren't for the Republicans, you guys would have already gotten a $1,200 check and unemployment would have been extended. Now we're starting to see the opposite. Now we're starting to see the Democrats delaying the second stimulus check. But it might be in your best interest that the Democrats are delaying this check, and hopefully it's for a short term. So, one of the main sticking points for this negotiation right now is the federal unemployment benefit money. The Democrats are insisting on keeping it at $600 per week. But Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and other Republicans are saying that they don't want to keep paying people as much money or more than they made at their previous job. It's preventing them from going back to work. But the data shows something different. There was an actual study done that showed that the $600 benefit, the unemployment bonus money, did not prevent people from going back to work. But I'm not so sure about that because there are a lot of people making $600 per week and $300 or $400 from their state, making $1,000 per week while not working, and are possibly making more money than they made at their job. So let us know your thoughts down below. Do you think that people aren't going back to work because they're getting this $600 bonus money for unemployment? Do you know people that aren't going back to work? Are you possibly not going back to work because of all this money that the government is giving us? Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. Now, Nancy Pelosi's reasoning for this is that we're basically in a once-in-a-100-year pandemic, and this is temporary measures to get us and get the Americans through this time period. This money isn't going to be forever. It's money just to get us through these troubling times. She pointed out that we've had 19 consecutive weeks of over 1 million new unemployment claims every single week. So just last week, again, another new 1 million unemployment claims every single week for over 19 weeks now. And we haven't seen these type of unemployment be this long since the Great Depression. This could be our modern day Great Depression of the new century. So Nancy Pelosi is saying, no, Steve Mnuchin, people aren't working because of the lack of jobs. With 1 million or more new unemployment claims every single week, still, there's just not enough jobs to go back to. And the government is the one that forced us to close down the country in the first place. And now we're starting to see more closures across the country. And thus, Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are fighting to keep that short-term $600 unemployment boost at the full amount of the $600. Another interesting thought is that states get reported when jobs are available, and if somebody's purposely not going back to work, the state would get reported that and they would lose their unemployment, or at least that's the way it's supposed to work. So if people are purposely not going back to work, they should lose their unemployment, at least in theory. The Democrats are also fighting to raise the stimulus check amount at least for dependents. In this next stimulus check, it's going to be for all dependents, all children, adult dependents, people with Social Security, people with, SSDI, All dependents, everybody's going to get a check this time, most likely. Both the Republicans and the Democrats want that. But the Democrats want $1,200 for each dependent, and the Republicans only want $500. So the Democrats are trying to negotiate the stimulus check higher, but for dependents, which is still many, many millions of Americans. The one place I think Nancy Pelosi is probably making a mistake, and the Democrats are probably making a mistake, is they're saying they're willing to settle for a $3.4 trillion stimulus package. And that's probably going to include at least half of $1 trillion for states and cities to get money. The Republicans don't really want to negotiate on that right now. I think they should save that for the next stimulus package. Just so you guys are aware, this is not going to be the last stimulus package. We're so deep in this, there's just no way this is going to be the last stimulus package. States and cities are going to need money. If this continues on for many more months, which is surely what it seems like, there's going to be more stimulus packages and probably more stimulus money directly to Americans in the form of stimulus checks, aka the third stimulus check. And they're probably going to keep extending unemployment. I mean, I think they're going to extend it to the end of the year this time. But what will happen is that's 4 months away. In 4 months or in 3 months, they're going to talk about extending it again. Now, maybe a lower amount, but if this pandemic continues, if we don't come out of this completely, they're probably going to have to do all this stuff again. So just be aware that this is not going to be the last stimulus package for sure. There's going to be more stimulus packages for various different things, and we may even see more checks, especially when we get close to the election. President Donald Trump mentioned in my last video right here that he may actually do a presidential executive order to pass more stimulus before the election, because he knows that that results in huge numbers of people voting for him. And if he could do that right before the election, that literally might be what turns the tide for him in the next election. Also, make sure you guys have hit the like button for me down below. It really helps out my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. This way you won't miss out on second stimulus check new news coming out when I post new videos for you guys with all the information. My wife and I spend hours of time every single day going through all the research for you guys so we can bring it to you in a quick video every single day. And this video up here is my newest stimulus check video. You can watch that next. And this bottom video is how Trump might do a presidential executive order to pass another stimulus check after this one. And this video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon. I have students that are making over $10,000 per month by selling just one product. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.